We're outside the meeting room in the hotel in Geneva where these talks happened, refreshments now leaving the room, and these talks went on longer than expected, so the diplomats clearly needed something to keep them going. We had on one side of the room Abbas Araghchi, the Iranian foreign minister, on the other his European counterparts from France, Germany and Britain. If we go back to where this started kind of diplomatically, well, Donald Trump originally said to the Israelis, do not attack Iran. I want to continue with my efforts to broker some kind of diplomatic solution to Iran's alleged nuclear weapons.
Did you warn Prime Minister Netanyahu against taking some sort of actions that could disrupt the talks there?
Well, I'd like to be honest. Yes, I did.
Then Israel attacked anyway. And Donald Trump said, well, now you've attacked, actually, I think it's quite a good idea. And then he ended up saying that Iran has to surrender unconditionally. He's given the Iranians 2 weeks, so as much as 2 weeks, but could, before those 2 weeks are up, carry out some kind of action supporting the Israelis. And most importantly, they want him to send big bombs to blow up the nuclear mountain, Fordo, where Iran's most sensitive nuclear facilities are held. Inside the room, we can say a little bit about what was talked about in this long meeting. The Iranians were on one side and the Europeans on the other, and we're told that David Lammy, in particular, had a message from the Americans to the Iranians, which was that there is a narrow landing strip for the Iranians to use to get out of this conflict, and they've got to prove that their nuclear weapons program is not for weapons, it's purely for civilian purposes. He also brought the message that Steve Witkoff, Donald Trump's chief negotiator, wants to resume negotiations. Outside, though, Abbas Araghchi, after the meeting was over, didn't sound that enthusiastic, saying the Israelis have got to stop their bombardment of his country before anything like that can happen.
Iran is ready to consider diplomacy once again, and once aggression is stopped and the aggressor is held accountable for the crimes committed. In this regard, I made it crystal clear that Iran's defense capabilities are not negotiable.
So I think the best we can say for these talks is they have made progress in the sense they've happened, they've gone on longer than expected, and they have agreed to talk again. But on that key point, whether the Iranians are going to talk with the Americans, well, that is clearly a stumbling block, but at least we have some kind of diplomatic track now underway. And the crucial point, of course, is the Israelis were not here. And as far as they're concerned, Iran cannot be trusted. And they're going to take some persuading, even if this diplomatic progress starts taking off.